So we're gonna do this. I saw it. We're gonna have ramen. Okay, so today we're gonna be cooking, and what I mean what we're gonna be cooking is ramen. And you're saying, yes, ramen can be easy, but I'm doing it a little bit more complicated. We're gonna have all these seasonings. There's the ramen. We're gonna have some chicken in it. Some of these popcorn chicken, some vegetables, egg, broccoli that needs to be washed, tomatoes, and some lemon, and hot sauce and barbecue sauce. So I didn't put in a little bit of cheese, but that'll be last. I'm just putting all this out because we're gonna be using a lot of it. Okay, and there's gonna be some garlic. Of course, we can't forget about some garlic in it. Not healthy. Anyways, okay, make sure I got everything. Thing is warming up right now for the stove. So if you guys would like to come and watch on the live stream, you can. Okay, I'm just gonna be cooking real quick. There's someone else's stuff, so I'm putting that there. I'm gonna need this to charge my device. That's my charger. Okay, we're gonna have all this for the cooking the ramen, okay? So let me grab that. We're gonna need a hot sauce. And yes, we're using a lot of stuff, but I want it to be like actual traditional. Oh my god, I can't even see the word, but you know what I mean. Traditional ramen. So we're gonna use the packet, and then we're gonna put the vegetables and some meat in it, stuff like that, like you're supposed to usually. Oh my god, you're gonna see him struggle in a minute. Um, I'm gonna have to use a knife. Hold on. Don't worry, I'll be careful. There we go. Got it open. So we're only using a little bit of chicken. We don't need a lot. Okay, for reasons like if you're using like for one person, you don't really need a lot. Okay, that's one rule. You don't use too much, and you have to make sure it's enough for others. So, okay, so we're gonna unless you doing this for your family, then that's a different story. Maybe a few more. I need to let these cook first because the vegetables and the chicken have to cook first for a reason. Because we're gonna be putting in the ramen next. Because like, there's gonna be liquid in there. There's gonna be liquid in there. Um, text if you can hear me or whatever. Okay. Because I don't know. Text if you guys can hear me. I just turned on my light by accident. All right, so let's put this away. You know what? That's not the right area. Put it here. Gotta make sure there's enough for everyone else. That's my drink. Okay, we're gonna wash the broccoli real quick, cause and take off the bad parts. Okay, so hold on. So let's take that off. Take off any of the dead pieces. And then we gotta cut off that yucky part. to there. And then washing it with just water. All you need is water. Just get in all the crevices of the broccoli. And I wish I could show you, but I don't want to get my phone wet. Okay. So let me just make sure my hands are dry before on my phone. So now the broccoli is um washed. We're gonna put that there. Toss this garbage. And you guys can chat if you want. I don't really mind. So we're gonna I need to put this on low because I don't want it burning. I need to cut these. So we're gonna put that there. So we're gonna because those also gonna get washed. Okay. I don't think a lemon needs to be washed because we're just needing the juice. But you know what? We'll still wash the lemon anyways. Because why not? So we're gonna make a stir fry version of ramen. So we're just trying to get everything set up. So let me just put you over here so you can at least see my face. Maybe like that. Oh, like that's better view. Actually. Are you okay with that view? Cause I hope so. I'm a little too tall for this. So you may only see my neck. I'm 6 foot. So you may only see my neck. I'm gonna take off the pieces. Let's cut the tomato in half. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, so move that out of the way. Now, there was a kid who was cooking, always have an adult with them because you don't want to accidentally cut yourself. But if you're like a preteen or a teenager, still get adults to help you with some of it, but you can do most of it yourself. But just make sure you're being watched, you know? You got to have a little bit of help, at least for instructions, because like you don't know if you're going to accidentally get yourself hurt. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. Okay, now we're gonna put the tomato in. We're gonna take it to the pan real quick, put it in there. Well, it's on the low, so it should be fine. We're gonna have to clean this part. I got some lemon juice in my eye. It's kind of sore, but not that much because, like, yeah. I don't know if it's lemon juice or oil actually. Now think about it. But yeah, let's just cut this through and get the broccoli in there now, because lemon juice would sting more than the oil. So now that is in there. We just got to mix those up, and then while those are cooking, we can actually do the ramen, the rest of the actual ramen, because that was just more the prepping part. So I'm gonna let this mix it up just enough so it can like get what it needs to do to, you know. But let's get some butter so it doesn't burn. Just a little bit, maybe. Like, I don't know how much, but let's see. Let me see how much this stuff's gonna be in there. So Since there's that, this, I would say just maybe this and one more small scoop of butter. That should be good enough. Just put on two opposite sides. If I have to put more in there, but you know what, we'll put that there for now. We'll get more if we need to. I'm just gonna spread it around. Just trying to get the butter in everywhere. Um, to make sure I'm only able to do this because I'm an adult. So if I put my finger on it and seeing if it's cold or hot, it's because I'm an adult. So yeah, still cold. It's a little bit more. Hold on. Still a little cold, but it's fine. I'm gonna turn that up to medium. It's on medium now, so it's should warm up a little bit more. Okay, let's get the ramen part set up. Okay, so this is the more easiest, but I want to use very little water in this because I want it to soak up it because I want it to be al dente. Because that's the way I like them. Okay, don't complain about me using my teeth. It's only for me because it's a single person meal. I just don't estimate how much stuff very well. I'm not the greatest at estimating. So I'm not the best. There's the correction. Yeah. I'll put the ramen in there for a moment. I'll put a little bit more butter, but not too much because it's like burning. The only reason I'm putting more is because burning. We do not want the stuff to burn, and that's the amount we're putting butter in because we don't need more butter. Now we put the lid on there. The butter is acting as oil because I don't want oil grease because that's worser than butter. Reason being, it's unhealthy. Now, if you had vegetable oil like avocado oil and stuff, that's more healthy. But those are the only kinds that are healthy is vegetable oil or avocado oil. And I do not have either of those. So I have to make do with butter. Now we're gonna put a little bit of water in it. And the reason we don't have oil in it. If you use oil and water, it's also gonna burn the pan. So that's why I'm only using it with the butter. And that's the only reason why it's good to have butter in it. So you don't burn the pan. Okay, so we're gonna have to do this. Um, I want to turn this on high because, like, I want this to really cook. It needs a little bit more water than that, though. Maybe half of it, and then I'll get more if I need to because I don't want to overdo the water. Because we're trying to do this ramen good. Okay. I think that's good enough. Okay. Now, put this knife away for safety reasons. Clean up what you do in between, and just sweep that up after you're done. Make sure all surfaces are clean. We need garbage. Okay. Now we're gonna flip this real quick because we don't want anything burning. Oops, that was messed up. Gonna put that in the middle, right in the middle, because we want it to cook faster, because that's where the stove area is for the fire. So we're gonna put. This is what we're gonna be putting in it. Okay, we have a lot. So we're gonna use a little bit of hot sauce. I'm a little bit. I'm being generous because we're gonna use also barbecue because I want this to have flavor. And this is very spicy, so if it's too spicy, you can always mild it down with barbecue or sour cream, but I'm choosing barbecue because it's sweeter and it's not as strong. Well, it doesn't mild everything down as easier. It is pretty strong, but it doesn't melt everything down. That's what I meant, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna flip that over. We want it to be even, the depths of all this. Now, I don't mind if it's a little soupy, but we still want the noodles to be al dente. And we want everything to cook evenly. Stir it up. I'm gonna put a little bit of lime in it. Or lemon, I mean. My brain is everywhere. Was that a seed? I don't think so. Butter lemon. Make sure there's no seeds. Take out the seed. Oh, almost had a seed in there. There we go. Take away the seed. Safety first. All right, there we go. I mean, I won't choke on the seed, but still, I don't like it in my food. It's just a personal issue, but yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the egg last, okay? Because we don't want everything cooking too like fast, like the cheese and the egg. Because it eggs cook a little faster, so do cheese. So and we make sure everything's cooked goodly before we put in the egg. Okay. Um, Make sure no chicken is too firm. Think we're good, actually. Okay, we're gonna put in the egg. I'm gonna have to put you down for a moment so you can see my face. And we'll continue putting spices in a minute. So we're gonna one egg. Maybe I'll put an extra one in there. Okay, so there's it. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Got it working now. Okay. So we're gonna let that cook for a moment. That's gonna need a moment to cook. Okay, so we're gonna need. Okay, so this is turmeric. Okay. Nope, wrong end. There we go. Is this the same thing? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm putting this one back. Um, Sorry about the mixing of stuff. All right, so and we're using grounded ginger. Now we're gonna put the garlic. As this, yes, grounded garlic. But we're gonna also put some real garlic in it. So let's mix the food up first so it doesn't burn. You know, you don't want the food to burn. So we got that going. And we're turning that down to medium now. I hope you're entertained with the food and stuff, because maybe you'll learn how to cook some new recipes. I don't know. Or just do whatever's in my head and just make it. But I'm always willing to try things. If you have any suggestions of what I should cook, please do. Okay. This is kind of hard to peel. I never thought garlic to be this hard to peel. Oh, wait, I got it. Almost got it. You know what? The rest is fine. Got most of the skin off. Now we gotta get the extra bit of the garlic skin. Mm, mm. We're cooking today. Okay, so we gotta get all this garlic skin off. Make sure it's enough to like. All right, that one's gonna be harder. So I'm gonna try a different garlic clove. Nope. All right. Well, we got most of the garlic in there. It doesn't matter. So this one's onion powder. I'll do this one. And I'm sorry about the issues. So we're gonna do a little bit of pepper. Now, this comes out a little fast, and then chili powder. There's a good amount of seasoning. Plus paprika. I don't know if you like paprika, but it's up to you. If you want to add in any of these seasonings, you don't have to. But if you do, you are welcome to try what I make. I'm not gonna force what I make, okay? Okay, so it's gonna be our ramen. Traditional ramen, at least my attempt at it. In my way, at least. It's not completely the same, but I tried. A little bit garlic in there, not a lot, because like it's kind of hard to tell. But there's some tomatoes, some broccoli. Now, I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on it, but we're gonna turn that oven off because we don't want anything burning. Now, this is how much cheese we're doing. Just that amount for today. Just a little. Maybe a little more, then not too much. I don't know. That's good. That looks very good. Okay. Now we turn this. I hope you enjoy our cooking time. I will be eating this as my dinner. I'll see you soon.